MVP is Clutch GC. Congratulations. Finally, it's time to announce our 2K TV Wow.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Kevin Harlan with you, joined by Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge reporting courtside. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic has captured league-wide admiration. Hall of Famer player and executive Jerry West said, "We are watching genius, a superstar who will go down as the best player in Mavs franchise history." Considering Dirk Nowitzki was there for a long time, Kevin, the praise from Jerry doesn't get much higher or from a loftier perch.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James Harden.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Doncic out there with Richardson. Then there's Maxi Kleber. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. And for the Nets, they've got Kyrie Irving. Durant is out there with Big Red. Then it's Harden, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. Greg, it's going to be a battle of the boards tonight. You know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounding.
No doubt about it. Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, Brian Grant, a lot of guys that earn their living wearing that hard hat.
Here's Big Red. A nice shot by Katie.
And this is Durant's game, right? As soon as he catches the ball, he's ready. Pre-shot preparation outstanding.
Doncic outside. Shoots it. Good as the jump shot falls.
Boy, Luka Doncic excels in the two-man game. You handle the rock with perfection. Nicely done, young sir.
Now, here is Harden. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Pacers in Indianapolis. KD with the bucket.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Big Red. Oh, wow. And that one is hammered home.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Here's Big Red. Last game out, he had 14. Harden, that's good.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Doncic feeling it out. And it's denied. And again, Brooklyn running the court in transition. The shot's good from Irving.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own building, they probably win that basketball game. The reality is it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's the Mavericks with the ball. 9-point game. Richardson, no luck.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
Harden inside the three-point line. Let's keep it alive. And that one drops for him. 6 points for Big Red.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Brunson. Oh, that's blocked. Outside, KD. Harden outside. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Mavericks trail by 11. Durant against Richardson. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. In transition, here come the Nets. Again, the Nets for 2.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
1:58 left in the first. Here's Doncic. And it's sent back by KD.
Boy, the long arms of Kevin Durant twice on the pipes.
Harden's shot is off.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Here's Brunson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Shot clock at 6. It's blocked. Now here's KD, the fast break opportunity. And KD throws it down.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Dallas calls timeout.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Checked in for Dallas. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out west. 4 games left on the schedule here. Take a look at the Mavericks. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
And I think for Dallas, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And the pass to Ross. Back to Irving. Over Brunson. Irving can't hit. Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Burke. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Back to Ross. We got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You love to see Terrence Ross on the attack. This guy moves well. He's got a tremendous vertical. No reason he shouldn't get to the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Larry Nance is checked in for Kevin Durant. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Doncic. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Burke with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Kleber. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Nets lead by 17. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball, moving fast, playing great defense. And I feel like we're at that level to start the game, and then, it's about who can last at that level the longest.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Nets enjoying a nice lead here.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Marjanovic is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Burke in at the 2 spot. And Doris, we saw with the bubble how jarring a long break can be before the playoffs.
Kevin, many coaches considered the bubble to be a brand new season. You had, in essence, last season, 2 training camps. And the fact that the NBA was willing and able to pull off the logistical challenges of a restart was nothing short of remarkable.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that 2-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Big Red's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Irving. A quick break in the action. Let's check out the fiercest shot swatters in the league. Well, you look at Big Red, fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks.
What an intimidator he is in the paint. I mean, he's shot to the top of that leaderboard, and nobody feels comfortable putting a shot up around him right now.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Harden against Brunson. He gets it in there. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
and one of the most creative scorers the league has to offer. Harden specializes in sinking those tough shots.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Good timing. They're really struggling offensively.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Brooklyn making a change here. Orton Tucker's checked in. Now we get a chance to check out the seeding out east. 4 games left on the schedule here. Taking a look at Brooklyn, they've continued to play strong basketball, if not utterly dominant, as the last part of the season grinds toward the playoffs. And it looks like, guys, they'll hold on to that #1 spot the whole way there.
And right now for Brooklyn, they've had a dream season. And I think they're only going to get stronger as we approach the postseason.
You know, and that's something we see a lot from teams that come out of the blue like they have this season. Their confidence just grows and grows with each passing week, and they hit the playoffs riding high.
And the Mavericks with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Now Marjanovic. Pass to Burke. 5 to shoot. Outside Hardaway. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go that time. The Nets go the other way with it.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Brunson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. Over Ross. A second chance effort. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
Durant's checked in for Larry Nance. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Hardaway. Josh Richardson's checked in for Burke. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Greg, is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
And here's Harden for 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Doncic with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Misses off the right iron.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
There it is, his third basket. He's taken 7 shots to get those 3.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Here's Doncic. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Durant.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Whoa, just climbing the ladder for that 360. Stupendous hop.
Yeah, Greg, he was sky high on that finish. Now, here's Richardson. 9 points last game. To stop the run. That doesn't go either for Doncic. For Brooklyn, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. There's a minute left here in the second. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Crowder, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Irving comes in for Ross. And Dallas with a change here too. Melly is checked in for Marjanovic. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
58 seconds left in the first half. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way.
And who doesn't love stats? Here are some numbers for James Harden. He's averaging 15 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here is Dallas. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Pass to Melly. And Big Red gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. .24 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Richardson. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Brooklyn rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up a quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Brooklyn came out looking very confident. They did it just the way it was drawn up in the locker room, starting out on a 10-2 run. Their 17-point lead at the end of the opening period paints a pretty good picture of how that quarter went. The last half of the second quarter was a sight to behold. Their offense was clicking and the defense tough as they finished off the half with a tremendous 17-7 run. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nets' first half?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. It's been one outstanding game from Big Red.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Big Red out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Kleba, the pass to Doncic. That one falls. Doncic has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Dallas.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
The Nets working the ball around now. Passes to Horton Tucker. Outside Irving. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas shooting only 21% from the field so far. Out to Hardaway. To the inside. Marjanovic. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Marjanovic has got 9 points.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring, and Tim Hardaway says, you know what, my teammate's open, I'm going to get him the ball.
Now, here is Harden. He has 6. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And the Mavericks call time here. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
Mavericks making a change here. Burks has checked in. While there's a chance, let's show you the teams that have thrived on the fast break this season. Number 1, the Nets.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast-breaking style, and they are all in.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. The pass to Hardaway. Dallas, no good that time either.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Dallas again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Then this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Here's Burke after the made shot from KD.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. On the wing, Doncic. Now, here's Burke, guarded by Harden. And it's blocked. The Mavericks pull it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
The 3 for Doncic. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Harden's shot is good.
Well, the multi-time scoring champion Kevin Durant is showing you he has got as complete a game as there is in the NBA. What a pretty pass.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Dallas, no good that time either.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
And there it is for him. 21 points for Big Red.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Larry Nance is checked in for James Harden. And Dallas also making a switch. Brunson's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Nance against Hardaway. To end the cold streak, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, this is a quick and decisive offensive player who's not afraid of contact. Love Tim Hardaway Jr. accepting the contact.
For Dallas, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Oh, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Maxi Kleber. Hardaway hits them both. And here is Ross, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Irving. Puts up a 3, bangs home the trifecta. And that's now 24 points for Big Red.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now, here's Burke. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Cauley Stein against Irving, and he gets the bucket.
They ran that set to perfection and got a terrific look out of it.
The Nets have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Pass to Irving. Count that one. Irving's got 6.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
On the wing, Hardaway. Kept alive. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Irving passes to Johnson. Kicks to Ross. From the stripe. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Now, here's Burke. Defense right on him. Nance with some nice D.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And that one's good, Irving.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Up top, Burke. He's guarded by Ross. Out to Hardaway. Passes it to Brunson. 3 seconds left. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Right back after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. We've got Josh Richardson, and it's Melly in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, Bullock. And that one is off. And it's Dallas the other way. Down low, Finney-Smith kicks to Reddick. Now here's Terry. Shot from the wing. A rebound by Johnson.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The shot from the low post is good. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And there's the pass to Melly. It's Richardson on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by McLemore. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Fires it up. Mavericks with the rebound.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Here's Richardson, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
That's good from Richardson. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Bullock dishes to McLemore. Kleber against Crowder. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside, Reddick. To the middle. Here's Kleber. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Kleber's got his first points of the game.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Now here's McLemore. Terry covering. Green taking his time here. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Luka Doncic. He's checked in for Richardson. Clock at 6. From deep. Reddick with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Good work there as it goes.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Reddick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Now here's McLemore. Terry covering. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside, Reddick. Back to Doncic. The teardrop falls in.
There is this fundamental confidence to what Luka does, and those difficult floaters, no problem.
Here's McLemore. Bullock with it. He kicks it to McLemore. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. To end the drought. And the Nets miss again. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. The drive by Doncic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
One shot.
That free throw good from Doncic. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, it said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Here's Nance. That one drops for him.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Nets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Big Red.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Burks is checked in. Pass to Redick, beyond the arc. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And it's Green with the jam.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
Now Burke. Over Green. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, thank you, Kevin. Kyrie, very few can match your offensive creativity. So how do you integrate that into the team system?
It starts in our practice. It starts with our practice habits, getting our swing action, and practicing with a purpose. You know, whether it's shoot-arounds or walkthroughs, we're starting to show progress right there and just getting back to what we know, and that's executing on both ends of the floor and trusting one another.
Well, the ball was certainly moving tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Our 2K TV Wow Top Play of the Year winner. We had thousands of entries, more than 150 contenders, and from our
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. It's an exciting Sunday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Hey, Kevin. The Bucks have their transcendent superstar in Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he said, we've got more. We have a great team, guys who can knock down shots. If there are 5 people in front of me who want to hold me back from that goal, there are 4 guys on the court who will make plays. That's what makes us dangerous. Kevin, back to you.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one.
So the net starting 5. We've got Durant. Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Big Red. And it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center. He'll be the Nets off the tip. Here's Big Red. Lopez covering. Durant wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple.
Wow, just makes that look so easy.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Kevin Durant.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
He's off on the first. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the Freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
It's interesting, as Giannis has grown in this league, the Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Now here's Durant. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Shot clock at 5. Here's Irving, and the layup's good off the glass.
I know Kyrie is not the biggest guy on the floor, but he is built to take that kind of contact.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. There's the pass to DiVincenzo. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Irving with the ball. 8 points his last outing. Inside, Big Red. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
How about Drew rising up, getting to the rim? Love the power on that dunk, too.
Pass to Harden. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
The Nets shooting their first foul shot of the night. Free throw good, James Harden.
You know, it tells you something about Harden that he's led the league in free throw attempts so many times. This man is always in attack mode.
Now here is Holiday. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
And here's Holiday following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. Middleton the pass to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. DiVincenzo. And Durant sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Now here is Holiday. Shot to stop the run, and Durant sends it back.
Yeah, the large wingspan of Durant on full display. What a block there.
Bucks trail by 11. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And GA Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
And that one falls for Middleton. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. And how about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man. And that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here is Forbes. He's guarded by Ross. Nwora, the pass to Teague.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks. For Brooklyn, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Crowder. And both free throws good from Crowder. Bucks trail by 11. Outside Teague. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
No hesitation from Teague. Saw a seam and took it, finding a way to nail the shot.
Pass to Ross. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Big bodies and soft hands. Well, that's what these guys possess. Top assisting centers and power forwards this year. Well, you look at Big Red, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved. And, of course, Giannis.
It takes a tremendous feel for the game to be able to make the passes these big guys are capable of making out of the low post.
Well, an offense that's unpredictable can be tough to guard. The ball doesn't go into the low post and never come out. It keeps moving thanks to their passing ability and playing unselfish basketball.
Milwaukee shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Forbes. 1:35 left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Ross. Guarded closer. Good. Nice job down low.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Teague deciding where to go with it. Pass to Giannis. And again, the Bucks miss. Nets leading by 9. Here's Big Red, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Big Red's got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Antetokounmpo, rebounded by the Nets. Big Red's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Things are going south right now. This is not the type of shooting that his teammates expect from him. His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Irving can't get it to go. The Bucks shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Just a stellar job from Jeff Teague to get hit and still possess the wherewithal to finish off the play.
Teague against Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Crowder. Got it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Nets lead by 9. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And recently, on the subject of trash talking, Giannis Antetokounmpo had this to say.
I like to stay locked in to the game and focus to the game and let my, play and my energy and my effort do the target for me.
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
They've got Antetokounmpo, and it's Connaughton in at the small forward position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Well, beyond the physical stuff, what I like about Giannis right now is the feel for the game. That time, great timing defensively.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
You know, winning that championship as you did great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, ouch.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them. They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Big Red. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Right side Durant. Here's Big Red. That's in, coming off the assist from KD. Big Red's got 10 points in the game.
Of course, Kevin Durant, one of the game's greatest scorers of all time, but his ability within this offense to make plays, elevating the team.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there, does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Now the pass to Connaughton. Holiday against KD. The shot by Holiday, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Trying to develop his all-around game when Larry Nance Jr. moves it like this, and he sees it. He can make everybody better.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Lopez. He kicks to Holiday. Passes it to Connaughton. To end the run. They get the rebound. From the arc. A rebound by the Nets. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Now you look at Big Red, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Looking at the last game for the Bucks, it was a loss to Boston.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. He could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Kicks it to Nance. Now, here is Harden. An 11-point game for him in the win against Dallas. And that one, good.
Superb at finishing through contact. Harden is just so elusive and creative on those strong drives.
Back to Holiday. Not going to go that time. Harden with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
No better way to fire up your teammates. Durant showing good athleticism on the Monster Jam.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Down by 15. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
some changes here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Lopez. O'Neal comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Giannis kicks to O'Neal. Here's Teague. And he gets it to go. Teague's got 6.
Nice to see Jeff Teague get down in there on the inside and come up with the bucket.
Here's Johnson. Rebounded by the Bucks. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup, and their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
That one good for 2. He's got 7.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Teague. Back to Middleton. Poked away. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. No one covered. And the Nets lead by 17.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Antetokounmpo. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
Pass to KD. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. Giannis passes to Forbes. For 3, Middleton, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
See how skilled Middleton is, ready to pull the trigger, and the defense is going to have to do better.
There's 18 seconds left in the first half. And then Durant with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Mike Budenholzer. Coach, probably not the defensive effort you were hoping for thus far.
Yeah, no, our defense isn't where it needs to be. I think they're getting open looks. We're overshifting, and then we're not committing to shooters. Just not a very good defensive effort so far.
Mike, thanks very much for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They lead by 14. Kenny, what was your impression?
Well, we have to talk about the unbelievable job they've done rebounding the basketball. They've sent bodies flying to the boards on every possession. They've been a stronger, quicker, tougher team by a wide margin. And it's that dominance on the glass that's going to win them this game.
And Shaq, what do you think about Milwaukee?
Well, they gave up too many good looks. Look at the field goal percentage against them. This tells the whole story. Not enough activity defensively, not enough disruption, Ernie. Like Kenny disrupts me all the time, not enough disruption.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Big Red.
You know, I don't think he'll top the assist charts this year, but early on he's done a great job of keeping the ball popping around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Harden. Big Red out there with Durant. Then there's Irving. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3. Now here's Young. Middleton can't get it to go.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. So it's the Bucks now, following the bucket by the Nets. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No good on the 3. Nets leading by 16. And here's Harden for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Giannis, no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
Back to Durant. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Nancy's checked in for the Nets. Ross comes in for James Harden. Here's Giannis. He can't hit that time. Nance with some nice D.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season, but in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is anytime that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
The throw drops for DiVincenzo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Both shots good from the stripe. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for Brooklyn. The pass to Irving. Here's Big Red. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 17 points for Big Red.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
Here's Norrell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The kick out to Holiday, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Well, I think Kyrie could play not only with the ball, but with the baton right now, orchestrating the offense.
Timeout called the Bucks. Without question, Big Red displaying his skills today.
And the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Shout out to the kids, Africa's always a great time.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. And with this break, let's bring up the list of the dominant rookie rebounders in the NBA this season. Well, you look at Big Red, no doubt one of the most efficient rebounders in the game.
Already in his first season, he's really a man in the paint, ready-made with the strength and determination to make his presence felt.
Now here is Holiday. Can't connect from short range.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Bucks have gone 0 of 5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. Passes it to Big Red. Irving with a clean look. The three-pointer no good. Well, the Bucks shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Outside Holiday. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Ross. The kick out to Holiday. Pocket 2 over Johnson. No good, unable to end this run.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Without question, Big Red displaying his skills today.
They gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Crowder's checked in.
And it gives us a chance here to check out some stats on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 3rd in rebounding, 3rd in steals, and don't forget top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat, night in and night out.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want to corral it. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
As soon as T gets inside, he really forces the issue right there, getting a foul as a result.
The Bucks have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
First free throw is good.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. And the Nets making a change here as well. Harden's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
On the wing, Johnson. Harden outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Ross on the wing. Harden outside. The 3. The putback. He can't get that one to fall. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Teague. Middleton trying to break free. That one a little long.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish. And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Now here's Teague. 8 points for him. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton looking it over. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. Number 1, the Nets.
You know, it's not just the turnovers they're forcing. I mean, they're converting at the other end, and you know what? It puts a lot of pressure on you to play perfect.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Chris Middleton has worked his way back and come a long way. The former second-round pick becoming a consistent starter in the league.
Durant's checked in for Jay Crowder. Middleton hits them both. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Harden. Here's the 3. No good. Shot missing. And the Bucks, they're shooting 31%. Not looking sharp offensively, to say the least. Antetokounmpo finds Teague. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Brooklyn with the rebound. Big Reds got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
A shot by Harden, wide open, but they recover it. That one goes. Count it. KD's got 15.
You know, with KD, there's just not a spot on the floor where once he gets it, you don't feel like he's confident and comfortable to score. Tonight, inflicting some serious pain. And remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. O'Neal is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then there's Teague, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. No good from outside. And the Nets with possession. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Irving's shot is good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Middleton. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 6 rebounds in the game.
That's the guy they're going to keep going to, as they should. The lead's only going up if they keep feeding him.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Middleton. Not a lot of room. Here's Big Red.
Oh, man.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those,
yeah.
That's for sure. Now here's Teague. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Free throw, good. T. The Nets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Outside, Green. Back to Irving. Over Teague. That one wide left. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. That's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Several teams changing it up here. Bucks with possession here. Knocked away. It's stolen by Nance. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo running. Such a wide open look.
And just Shakespearean there. A smart read. Saw the defense was collapsing inside, so he wisely pulled up from the outside and drilled it.
Now here's McLemore. The pass to Big Red. They kick it out to Green. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
They get it back. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Connaughton. And no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Big Red. Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And the three off target. Brooklyn's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And McLemore kicks to Green. Now Nance. Here's Big Red. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it's pretty incredible when you look at the body of work this year, guys. I mean, when they hit 70 wins, we were astounded. And then now, the wins continuing to pile up in what's been truly a remarkable and special season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Big Red.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Now here's McLemore. Pass to Bullock. A reverse, and the layup is good.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Yes, that goes in. Brooklyn in control. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Bullock. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's Forbes. Rebound, Brooklyn. Bullock with it. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. James, you guys facing a back-to-back on the road. A tough schedule, but so far so good, right?
It's tough, man. We're a resilient team. We work extremely hard, you know what I'm saying? So put the pressure on us, but we're mentally tough. Big-time win on the road, and we got another one tomorrow.
Yeah, you win on the road with mental more than physical, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long.
From our 4 seasonal winners and a very close decision, you chose Toy Soldier 98 as our winner of 1 million VC for Top Play of the Year. That's right, our winter winner took home the grand prize and it wowed us all. Thanks to everyone who submitted top plays this year. It's been quite a ride. It's been an amazing season, and you may have noticed my co-host.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Nightfall in the Windy City with the Willis Tower and the rest of downtown Chicago lighting up the sky. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Harden. Durant is out there with Big Red. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. And for Chicago, Williams is out there with Markkanen. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Vucevic. And it's Levine in at the 2 spot. Well, late in the season, we're seeing playoff teams resting their star players. Any excuse for lottery teams, Greg, doing the same?
Not as far as the league is concerned. I mean, if they're
right,
healthy,
exactly.
What's the goal? I mean, throwing away games is not acceptable.
No. Now, here's Irving.
Tight D, tight D.
Outside, KD. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Trains the three-pointer.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
Outside, Levine. They get it again. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Now here's Wright. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Now here's Vucevic. Tight defense on him. And the jam by Levine.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. Pass to Durant from deep three-point range, and the Nets another 3.
The deep range on display for Kevin Durant. He got that one off with ease.
Wright looking around. Now here's Vucevic. He's tightly guarded. That shot is off.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed.
Look at that.
Nice.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Now here's Levine. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game.
The prototype of the new guard. Long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Here's Horton Tucker after the made shot from Zach LaVine.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. Yeah, the Nets head coach and I were able to chat. Coach was saying that he feels Zach LaVine is still underrated as a star in this league. Coach said when LaVine gets going, there's just no way to stop him. He's one of the most natural scoring threats in the league. They certainly will respect LaVine's explosive offense tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Nets leading by 3. Here's Harden. Outside, KD. And the Nets miss again. Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Levine for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Yeah, they cruised to a win in these teams' last encounter, and their field goal percentage was off the chart.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Troy Brown comes in for Williams. Saransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's White in for DeLon Wright. Young dishes to White. Pass to Brown. High post Vucevic. Big red passes to Johnson. Rebounded by Vucevic.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Johnson against Brown. Trying to get open is Irving. Nets leading by 5. From past the arc, hands it from downtown. Big Red's got 5 now.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
And Satoransky kicks to White. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Beautiful focus from Kobe White, powering his way past the defense.
Bulls shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Kobe White might be new to the league, but he doesn't play like it. Confidence and ability are beyond his years.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good, Irving.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
To the paint. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, and a 7-footer that can play the entire court. Vucevic is a tough cover because of that versatility.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
Free throw drops for Vucevic. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
The shiftiness of Kyrie earns him a trip to the stripe.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
That's good from Irving.
You know, when you talk to Kyrie, smart guy, cerebral guy, thinks about the game at the highest level.
Both free throws good for Irving.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Brown outside. And the pass to Satoransky. 46 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Even against contact, Satoransky stays agile and just plays right through it.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Nancy's checked in for Johnson. Free throw good, Satoransky.
The versatility of Satoransky is valuable. He scores, rebounds, and passes the ball so well.
To the inside. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Outside, White. Passes it to Vucevic. Rebound, Brooklyn. Big Reds got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Nice play there from Terrence Ross to create something on the trip and earn his way to the line.
The Nets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw good from Ross. And both free throws good for Ross. White against Harden. White with it. With 2 seconds left. No good on the shot. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this. And recently, we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and he pointed out what he sees as an advantage.
You know, we should have energy, and we should be outplaying the other team. Like I said, just competitive-wise, we don't have all the miles other teams have. We should have energy, you know, young, hungry dudes that are ready to compete and show what they have in this league. And we shouldn't be tired out there. We should be the most conditioned team. We should be running people up and down.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. We've got Nance, Harden out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Big Red in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Brown. After the basket by Brooklyn, he kicks it to Young. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Nance. Teams that make their free throws, they're so tough down the stretch. Let's check out the best. Number 1, the Nets.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Diaz, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. For the Bulls. Lowry Markkanen's checked in for Brown. Dean comes in for Satoransky. And it's DeLon Wright in for White. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Wright. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Feeds to KD. Excellent D there from Williams.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kicks it to right. Pass to Markkanen. The fadeaway. He can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. They grabbed their own miss.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. And KD's got the ball here for Brooklyn. They have a 9-point lead. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
They were able to convert a lot of those offensive rebounds. That's the key, generating points off those extra possessions.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Vucevic checked in for Chicago. Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Nance. Nets leading by 7. Harden outside. Pass to KD. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Markkanen with the nice block shot. His size has been a factor in this game.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy. And just tax a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Right, the pass to Vucevic. Three-pointer. That one doesn't go.
Great perimeter D. Gave a good shooter absolutely no room to operate.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Vucevic. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Right against Irving. Williams dishes to Vucevic. Here's Wright. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. Nets
leading by 9. Outside Durant, the pass to Harden. That shot off, and it's Chicago the other way.
Well, so far, this cold night from the field has not affected their ability to maintain this lead.
Right, the pass to Vucevic. Over Harden, and it's Vucevic missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Williams with the block. Harden against Wright. Passes it to Vucevic. The kick out to Wright. With the floater. Markkanen from outside. Good on the triple.
Beautiful play call. That's understanding Markkanen's strengths and putting him in a position to succeed.
Pass to Harden. Vucevic with the block. And he gets it back. Good. And the Nets lead by 8. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Levine. Brooklyn with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And that's what a team needs when they're trailing. Energy on D.
So for the Bulls, Brown is checked in for Williams. Satoransky comes in for Levine. And it's Kobe White in for Wright. Crowder, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Ross comes in for James Harden. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
He'd like to have that one back. That's easy money.
Durant, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
We start to talk about all the things Durant can do, but scoring's still what he does best. What a night.
White looking around. He feeds it to Vucevic. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over KD. And again, no good by Chicago. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, what has allowed you all to build this lead in the first half?
Well, we've just been playing hard. Those guys are tough to guard. They cut so hard. They play well together, and we had a decent half. We got to keep it going.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, to no one's surprise, Kevin Durant, back from the injury, unguardable. Every time the defense adjusts, you just hit him another way. Not sure what you can do to slow him down.
And Kenny, let's get your input on the Bulls.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Bulls trail by 10. Markkanen is out there with Vucevic. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then it's DeJuan Wright. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
I'll tell you, if you're not looking out, KD will send your shot back.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here's Levine, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Bulls have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Free throw good, Levine.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
He's perfect from the line this time. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Harden. There's the three. Markkanen pulls it in. Bulls trail by 10.
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
Here's Horton Tucker after the made shot from Zach LaVine.
It doesn't matter how a defense plays him. Harden is going to make sure that that three-point shot is a primary weapon.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 10. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Harden on the wing. And Harden with the stuff.
And a staple of Harden's attack. Sometimes it seems he's better finishing through contact on the drive.
Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Chicago making a switch here. Young's checked in. Nancy's checked in for the Nets. On your screen now is the 2K leaderboard showing us the leaders in blocks in the second half of the NBA season. Well, you look at Big Red, a fierce inside defender, tops in the NBA in blocks. And, of course, KD, down a few spots. He can also get after it. Such a great shot blocker.
And having one of those guys clogging the lane has been like having a brick wall around the hoop. Terrific block numbers after the break.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line.
Free throw good, Levine. Nets leading by 8. And on the way from Irving for 3, and Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Levine kicks to Williams. And there's the pass to Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. And he banks in the layup.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
Now here's Nance. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the basket by Harden.
And that's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Passes to Levine. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Irving looking over the floor. Fires from deep. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now here's Wright. 7 points in the game. Bean passes to Young. He dishes it to Williams. And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got 5.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Nets leading by 8. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Chicago making some changes. Brown is checked in for Williams. Satoransky comes in for Levine, and it's White in for Wright. The Nets making a switch here. The 3 from Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. Trailing here by 8. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And Vucevic kicks to White. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 3 assists in the game. 1:33 left to play here in the third. Pass to Big Red. Shoots the 3. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Outside, White. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Tenacious inside play from Kobe. Gets the shot off and a trip to the line.
And this will be his 2nd and 3rd shots at the line here. And the first one drops.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Markkanen, he's checked in for Vucevic. And so he makes both from the line. Brooklyn leading by 6. 1:03 left here in the third quarter. And that's a foul, and it's called on Troy Brown. That's his first foul. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Harden outside, just 4 to shoot.
Bringing a competitive energy to the defensive end. White stays connected to his man and plays with active hands.
It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Satoransky.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Big Red passes to Harden.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Pass to Markkanen, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Harden against White. Harden outside. And the 3 ball is good. And now it's a 9-point Brooklyn lead.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
James Harden getting it done for Brooklyn. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Big Red out there with Durant. Then it's Jay Crowder. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Irving at the point. Now here's Irving. Count it. And the Nets lead by 11.
What's nice about this in-between area for Kyrie, compared to going to the rim, he has a little more room to get his shot off.
White against Durant. Ross with the steal. All going up court. And Crowder slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Fades away, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Chicago calls timeout. Without question, Big Red displaying his skills today.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Williams is checked in for Chicago. Zach Levine comes in for Saturansky. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Horton Tucker's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Big Red. KD on the wing. Here's the lob to the hoop.
I love how Durant keeps his eyes up, scanning for someone with a better look.
Levine against Ross. And Levine. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. So for the Bulls, Vucevic checked in for Young. And it's DeLon Wright in for White.
Get open, get open. Come on, bring it back.
Now here's Vucevic. D right on him. Rebound, Brooklyn. Big Red's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Here's Wright. Sweet little floater.
That's nice work. Stopping short of the rim. Just laying it over the top.
Ross against Levine. Here's Big Red. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 27 points for Big Red.
Fantastic isolation player, Kyrie. But on that play, he made a play for others.
Levine dishes to Wright. Williams scanning the floor. Here's Vucevic. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And got to do more than that to stop Vucevic. So adept at fending off those types of challenges.
Now the pass to Irving. Ross on the wing. Guarded by Levine. And Levine with the block. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Chicago has possession. Bulls trail by 14. Down low, stolen by Durant. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Passes it to Big Red. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Vucevic. First one falls for him. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line. He invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And Wright kicks to Markkanen. Pass to Levine. From the top of the key. A rebound by the Nets. Big Reds got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Launches a three. Offensive rebound. Horton Tucker banked in off the glass. Horton Tucker's got his first basket of the night.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now here's Levine. Lock at 6. Here's Wright. And the Bulls with another miss. Nets leading by 18.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Nets.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And words can hardly describe the way these guys have come out game after game after game and been dominant facing both conferences. When they hit the 72 win mark, we thought it couldn't continue. And when they rewrite the record books once more, we'll say, wow, we were glad we watched it all. What a team.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Big Red.
He played with a lot of fire, a lot of heart, especially on the glass. He's one of those guys who acts like every rebound is his, and many of them were tonight.
Now, Wright, following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving.
At the line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Wright. And so Wright nails both of them. Here's Bullock. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. James, terrific road win. I would imagine you're feeling pretty good about how y'all played tonight.
We're a really good team, so we wanted to come here and just battle. And we finally get in the groove, we got to just pick it up on the way. And one thing we're going to rely on is our defense. So, tonight is another great effort, and we just got to keep it going from here.
Battle. Sounds like a winning formula. Congrats, man. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.